Okay, welcome guys to yet another programming lecture of Python programming series. We have learned about data types, we have learned about operators, and now it's time to use them. So in this lecture we are going to start with our first program. This topic is conditional statements and this is part 1. So we have seen in earlier lectures how to assign a value to a variable. A equal to 10, b equal to 20, print this value, and let me run this. What will happen? So the value of 10 has been assigned to A and 20 has been assigned to B. We have also saw how to write this thing using tuple packing and unpacking in a single line. A comma B equal to 10 comma 20. 10 has been assigned to A, 20 has been assigned to B. What if I change this value to 30? Now shift enter, and 30 has been assigned to A and 20 has been assigned to B. What if I change these two values with one another, 20 comma 30? So now 20 has been assigned to A and 30 has been assigned to B. So whatever be the first value, it will get assigned to A and second value will get assigned to B. What if I write this thing as A comma B equal to B comma A? It will mean that the value of B will be assigned to A and A will be assigned to B. And from where it will take the value of A and B? From just above line. So now assigned to A and 20 has been assigned to B, because in earlier line 30 was assigned to B and 20 was assigned to A, and in this line I am changing the positions. B has been assigned to A and A has been assigned to B. Let me make some note here. Using markdown I can use this Jupyter as a writing pad also. Double hash, using double hash I can make my font big, bolder. So this process is called swapping of two numbers. Swapping of two numbers. By swapping we mean interchanging the positions of two values, two variables. I am changing the positions. 20 has been assigned to B and 30 has been assigned to A. So this swapping is going on smoothly. What is the use of conditional statements here? Okay, by conditional we means I have now to perform this thing by under certain circumstances. So my boss wants me to swap these two numbers only. Now here comes the condition. If the first number is greater than second number, otherwise, another condition, the swapping shouldn't happen. If these conditions were not there, swapping was going on every time. Now I have got some condition. I have to change the positions only when the first number is greater than the second number. Okay, using this upper arrow key in Jupyter, you can change the positions of cells. So let me write this using Python. I'll write if as if only, and I will write otherwise as else. So if A is greater than B, we have seen comparison operator. We write A greater than sign and B. And if A is greater than B, then A comma B equal to B comma A, and this print statement. Else, which is otherwise. Else, else what will happen? Again, it will do swapping. So let me just copy this line and let me paste it here. You don't need to write the exact statement in else also. It will automatically take whatever is not happening in A, it will happen in else. Okay, syntax error. I have made this error intentionally to show you how you have to write. If A is greater than B, it means that if condition is being started. So whenever a condition or a loop is being started, you have to use colon. This will help Python to know that okay, a condition or loop is going to start. Okay, shift enter again. Indentation error, and this error is now in the second line. You can see the caret sign there. It's not in the if or else line. So what this indentation error means, expected an indented block. Now this is one of the most important errors in Python to begin with. It means that your program is correct, but your program has not been aligned. or Python do not know what you have to do if a statement is true. So to do this, Python has provided the concept of using spaces. You can use four spaces, type press space bar 4 times, or you can use one tab button. Now Python knows that if a is greater than b, then go inside if statement and execute these two statements. Similarly, if else statement is true, go there and print this statement. Now let me change the statements first. The two statements are same. Let me write something to differentiate. Swapped value. So if a statement is true, swapped value statement will be printed, and if else statement is true, okay, I'm writing values did not swapped, values did not, okay, oops. You have seen in basic input output functions that you can't use a single quote within single quote. It will be treated as error. So let me write this did not, values did not swapped. Or you can also do one thing, you can select this entire statement and put it in double quotes. Now let me run this, shift enter. Okay, so else statement has got printed out because a is 20 and b is 30. First it goes to, if a is greater than b, it checked there, no, a is not greater than b, so it didn't get inside if statement, it just jumped to else statement and printed that. Now what happens? Now swapped value, the value of a is 30 and b is 40 because a is greater than b. The value of a is 40 and it is greater than b. Python checked if a is greater than b. Yes, it found a is greater than b. It just jump inside a, perform the swap, and then print the swapped values. What is the use of this else statement? Because we saw the word indentation. If anything is within a, if anything is within if, it is indented. If I write this print statement outside if, it means that it did not belong to if statement. What if I run this now? Shift enter. So a is greater than b, yes, it get inside if statement, printed the swapped values, it come out of if statement and printed the not swapped values as well. Wow, so let me change the value of 40 to 20 again. Let me change this value of 40 to 20 again, and let's see what happens now. Now it checked if a is greater than b, no, because a is 20, b is 30, so it didn't get inside if statement, it just went outside. Outside if, it found that print statement values did not swapped or else condition, and it printed that. So I can write that else block gets executed, else block will get executed when it's true. Okay, so else block will always get executed if it's true. If the condition within else block is satisfied, it will get executed. So it is true. But if we do not write else statement, if we do not write else, the keyword else, if we do not write the keyword else, it will get executed every time, and it will get executed every time with if else statement. So whenever if is true, whenever if block is true, it will get executed, it will come out, and it will check for else, and I am not writing else, so whatever is present outside if, it will also get executed. To avoid this, we need to write else word also. It is just like either or condition. Okay, so there are three conditional statements in Python, and do remember one thing, I am using the word conditional statement, I am not using the word loop. because these are statements. Only one statement will get executed. If it is true, else it is true. So there are three words: if, else, and elif. I have written here else if just to show you the keyword which we will be using in next lecture. That will be elif. Okay, it simply means else if. Now if we are using Python as first language, we are doing good. But if we are using Python after learning some another language, and most probably C, then we need to see the comparison also. So I am just using a image file here. You know how to drag and drop your image file, we saw in last lecture. I am using this swapping of C programming. I have taken this image from programmist.com. It is a good website to learn programming also online. I am not a C guy, so I have just copied, I have just dragged that image here. Okay, shift enter. So this is a swapping of program using C. You see here it is written double, that is a data type, first second temp, that is variable. So in Python you don't need to initialize your, you don't need to tell the interpreter whether it is int, whether it is double, because Python is dynamically typed language. Also you see here semicolon has been used to terminate, brackets have been used, some standard library has been included. Now let's compare this with our first program which we have just written. There are no use of standard libraries every time. There is no semicolon to terminate. Next line means new statement, and there is no bracket. And that's why Python needs this indentation part. In C or in other bracketed languages, brackets are there to tell the block has been started or end, but in Python you need indentation to show a block has been started or end. Okay, so this is the first part of conditional statement. We have seen if else. In next lecture we'll see some more programming examples using if, nested if else, use of more operators, elif statement, that is else if condition, how we are going to see that. For the time being, do practice this thing, and do comment whatever you feel like. How was this lecture? Because this is your first program of Python and you do need practice. Thank you.